Well, hi, this is Yovette. I'm so happy you came to join me again today. I have a best kept secret. Well, it's not really a secret, especially not anymore. But I have a secret to share with you that I've been using for a while now, and I just love it, and I think you will love it too. So anyway, if this is your first time here, I sure do welcome you. And if you find something of interest on my channel, then I hope you consider subscribing. And also, if you give me a big thumbs up on a share and a like and all that, that's just wonderful, because it really helps me to reach more people so that I can share the information that I have. And I really appreciate every time that someone does that for me. So anyway, are you ready to get started and find out what I've got for you? Okay, let's go. Well, can you guess what my magic tool is that I'm going to use? This is so exciting for me. This is just one of those simple little black pads. Not black, I'm sorry, but it's just one of those little pads that you get at the hardware store like Home Depot or paint store or anywhere. It's just a flat wall painter. It is just so easy to use. Watch this. You just put your paint on and you dab it, and you come down and down and down and down and then you do the middle. And this is so simple and so fast. It is just ingenious. I just love this. I use it all the time now, and it just makes your life so simple. Well, I want to talk about this little thing for a second. I just love this pad. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite way to gesso a canvas. And I got this idea from Lynn, who is also a painter and does a lot of gesso canvas. A lot of painters do. So anyway, I hope this hint comes in handy for you. The second thing I use, if I don't have one of those pads, are these foam brushes. Now, these foam brushes come in a variety of sizes, from really large to medium to small, even to extra small. The canvas that I'm using is Masterpiece. It's a really high quality premium canvas. It's expensive, but it's well worth the extra money because it just is so smooth and just very well made. So anyway, I also, in my dish here, I have white gesso this time, and I also have a little burnt sienna in there, because sometimes you want to do a warm canvas color, not gray, not black, but just something warm. And so by mixing these two colors together, you can just get the perfect shade. Maybe you want to go green or purple or some other color. You can tint with any color that you choose, but you just start by mixing this up just a little bit. Just make sure it doesn't have to be perfect, because it will smooth out eventually, but then just start applying this foam brush to your canvas. And it's got some little streaks in it now, but I'm not worried about that at all, because they will come out just by moving back and forth. And I do this probably several times just to get that smooth consistency. And this particular canvas, it's called a gallery wrap because it goes all the way around the outside and even on to the bottom. And so by painting the sides, then you can also put an oil finish over the top, and you can just continue your painting all around the edges, which makes a delightful painting, because then people don't have to use a frame to frame it. The actual painting along the edges makes it a self-contained frame, which is just delightful. And I do a lot of these these seem to be really good little sellers, because they're small, so they're inexpensive. And two, they're easy to do, or at least I think they are. You have to get brushes to match that are small also, but that's okay. Anyway, this is how you just do I did just a small canvas this time. Just make sure it's smooth on all sides, You want to go over it several times. Make sure that color is blended. And if you don't want a smooth finish, then just do these little X crisscross strokes. And that'll give you a little textured finish, which some people really like a textured finish. I like that once in a great while. But most of the time I just really like this smooth texture. So I'm just going to go over this a few more times and make sure it's nice and smooth. So isn't that a handy hint? Like I said, tell me in the description below if you found this interesting and if you think it's going to be a hint that will help you in your painting. I hope so. So my first choice is the pad. Second choice is the foam brushes, and if all else fails, my third choice is using a brush. You just need to make sure that you use a softer brush because you don't want a lot of streaks on your canvas. And so anyway, I've had some questions about the products I use, and also another question was, can I use oil paint with gesso? Well, the answer is absolutely not. You cannot use oil paint. You can't mix an oil with a water. They just don't mix together. So if I wanted to do a white gesso canvas, I would just simply use white gesso. If I want to do a tinted canvas, say like a gray, I would use black and white in whatever proportions that I decided. I would just make a color that I like that was a gray color. And if I wanted to do a black gesso, I would just simply use plain black. If I wanted to do a warm tint, I would use acrylic paint. I like the brand Liquitex, but you can use any brand you like. Anyway, I would like burnt sienna, makes a very nice warm color. Just a little bit of burnt sienna and then a bigger proportion of white gesso. And you mix those together and then you spread that on your canvas. It works beautiful. If I wanted a reddish or a pinkish tint, then I would use cad red light mixed with a lot of cad red light mixed with a lot of white color. And if I wanted, say, like a blue, I might use ultramarine blue or some other shade of blue. So just make sure that you use oil with oil and acrylic with gesso. Other than that, I think if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Just write them down in the comments below. Well, I will be using this technique on future videos, and so I hope you all have a chance to go ahead and gesso up some canvases, either in a warm or a cool color, whatever your choice is, and we'll just have some fun with it. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I love seeing you all and having you with me, and don't forget to leave a comment. I love getting your comments. So anyway, okay, well, take care. Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.